and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Stevens.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman, and Susan is back this week, and I am sure you have some movie news for us.
Yeah, well, Oscar season is in full swing, so I've been watching a lot of really great movies and some not so great movies.
Yeah.
I love it. I love seeing it's my Super Bowl, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're excited too, and we're excited to see what you review for today's show.
Yeah, got some good stuff.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, glad to be here.
And so glad that you could join us for stories on Jurassic World, the exhibition, the 2021 Diwali Celebration, and another edition of What's Cooking, Irving.
We'll also have details for you on holidays at Heritage, Momentum Dance Company's Nutcracker 2021, and Broadway Little Christmas benefiting Main Stage Irving Las Cleanas. And in Feature Flicks, I've got reviews of Belfast and King Richard.
As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Tell us about events going on around the community, people we should profile, or stories you'd like to see on the show.
You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So please, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you.
If you're a fan of Jurassic Park, you might be surprised to learn that there's an Irving connection to the Jurassic World exhibition at Grandscape. Susan traveled to the famous dinosaur-populated island, aka the Colony, to find out more.
It's an experience unlike any other.
Jurassic World, the exhibition, is an immersive experience. It's like you are stepping directly into the movie Jurassic World and going through it as if you were one of the players in the film.
The dinosaurs you feared and loved from the iconic movie have taken over Grandscape in the Colony.
It's amazing because everything here is really based on the script of these movies.
As guests step into Jurassic World, they are greeted by a Brachiosaurus. They continue their walk through the prehistoric exhibit as they take pictures with baby dinos, explore the Hammond Creation Lab, and ultimately end on the most ferocious predator of all, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It is real, and it is live, and it is exciting.
This one-of-a-kind experience is enhanced by the performers who play their part to make the exhibition feel as realistic as possible. Irving's own Tiffany Riley and Dick Monday were in charge of casting the talents.
Actually, I think we hired 40 young actors and physical performers, and they were from Booker T. Washington High School, from UNT, and I have to say that 4 of them came from the fair city of Irving, and 2 of them actually are our offspring.
It was a joy, though, to see our kids really work hard. These are very difficult positions that take good dedication and focus. There's scripts to learn, and there's a lot of physical acting that goes on, and that's why we became involved, because our background is physical comedy and clowning, and so really taking these characters and not just making them talking heads where they're giving information, but these are physical actors, because this is a physical world. I mean, dinosaurs are pretty big, and so the people that work with them have to be pretty big as well.
Organizers say the engaging performances and lifelike dinosaurs is fun for both children and adults.
I think what makes great family entertainment is differentiating between kids' entertainment. And this is something we have always believed in, that you cannot talk down to any audience, that we're all together. And the fact is that if you don't entertain mom and dad, these kids are not going to come back to that show because they bought the ticket. And so I think it's very important for us to make sure that everyone's included in the experience that we provide. This isn't just for kids, this is for anybody. And everything we're involved with, we kind of like to keep that same concept.
Jurassic World, the exhibition, immerses guests of all ages and puts them closer to dinosaurs than ever before. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
Jurassic World has been such a popular attraction, the exhibition has been extended again to January 2nd, 2022. Learn more at JurassicWorldExhibition.com.
The annual celebration of Diwali, the Festival of Lights, featured a day of honor for Irving's first responders and frontline workers. Here are some highlights.
Diwali is one of the most auspicious and amazing holidays in the Indian community.
The BAPS Swaminarayan Mandir invited the community to participate in the annual Diwali celebration.
Diwali is the festival of lights, which is really where good trumps evil, lightness over darkness.
This year's multi-day celebration focused on connecting with the community.
When we have such events, we want to celebrate it with everybody. We want to give everybody the chance to come in and enjoy the food and the festivities.
A large part of that connection was sharing the sacred tradition of Aarti.
Aarti is a time where we are gracing our gurus and we're blessing them with light. It's a tradition where the whole family comes together, sings a prayer, and offers light and devotion to our gurus.
Another focus was community service, such as this food drive to benefit Irving Cares. But the prevailing theme was gratitude, especially for those on the front lines of the pandemic.
The first responders have done an amazing job over the last 19 months, just giving it their all and taking care of everybody.
So the final evening of Diwali was dedicated to first responders.
And we are going to honor them, we're going to celebrate them, we're going to thank them, and we're going to really let them know from our heart how much they have meant to us and our community.
It was a fitting conclusion to a celebration with a message of hope at its core. This is Susan Stevens reporting.
The Irving Events team has a series of community events on the schedule to celebrate holidays at Heritage.
Megan Gordon and Holly Norman are here with all the details. So it is so great to see you guys. Thanks for being here. So I want to start with this great new name that you guys have sort of themed everything with. And what's kicking off that first weekend of December 4th?
We're kicking off with our annual holiday parade and tree lighting. So a little bit of tradition mixed in with this new series of events for the month.
That's great. Holidays at Heritage. Kind of got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, so we have, with the new inaugural park opening, we had to tie that into the series, the holidays, the community, the district downtown to really make it a wonderful Christmas season down there.
And what a great way to bring the community back together.
Yeah, it's always a great event. Holly, can people still apply for the parade?
Absolutely. They're able to apply until November 22nd, so Monday, the Thanksgiving week. They can apply until 5 o'clock.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. So in addition to that first weekend, which everybody's kind of like, okay, the parade, you guys have planned another weekend and another weekend of events. So let's go to the following weekend. I think there's going to be something special with Santa Claus.
Yes, so Brunchmas on that Saturday. So he'll be taking we'll do photos with Santa, along with just have some food trucks out there so you can grab a bite with Santa throughout the day as well. And
you said that Saturday, so there's something on Friday too?
Yes, we'll be showing a movie at 6 p.m. that evening. We'll be showing Elf.
Ooh.
I love Elf. I just love that movie.
So good, so good. And Holly, I know that weekend of the December 17th, you guys have a new event, karaoke. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. So Friday evening, there's going to be a movie. We're going to be playing another Christmas movie. The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Great.
Classic.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, we're going to do karaoke. So what better way to get out, do your caroling and doing the karaoke theme of it. So they're going to get on stage and people will be able to come out, bring their blankets, lawn chairs, come out, enjoy the evening. There'll be some food vendors out there, and then of course, take advantage of downtown strolling and eating out, and then come out and do some karaoke with your family. Super fun.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I know it does. It sounds absolutely wonderful. And we're going to want to catch some of that on camera. That's just too good to pass up. So when we covered the 4th of July parade this year, we could just feel it coming off of the residents. They were so glad to be back out there, to be able to do something as a community. Are you getting any kind of feelings from residents about what they're thinking about?
I think everyone's in the holiday spirit already. Kind of how November goes. You just kind of just skip through November and you want it to be Christmas. So we're extremely excited about that. And I think everyone's really ready and ready for the park to be open and see how beautiful it's going to look for Christmas.
Oh, that's right, folks, because those movies are going to be on that big screen out there in the park.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So exciting. So, folks, make sure you check out irvingevents.org for all of these events. But just to give you a little recap, the Rudolph Light the Way Parade starts at 6 p.m. on Saturday, December 4th. Go to irvingevents.org for all the details. In this week's Feature Flicks, Susan kicks off Oscar season with a look at King Richard and Belfast.
Thanks, Kathy. As I mentioned earlier, it's awards season, and this week I reviewed 2 Oscar contenders, but only one of them is award-worthy.
It's not how the story ends, but rather the place where it begins.
Do you think me and that girl have a future?
Well, why the heck not?
You know she's a Catholic.
Belfast is quickly becoming a frontrunner for Best Picture. The film is based on director-writer Kenneth Branagh's personal experience as a 9-year-old boy in Northern Ireland, whose life is turned upside down when his friendly neighborhood becomes grounds for violent riots brought on by Protestants looking to oust the Catholics that live there.
We're looking to cleanse the community. You wouldn't want to be the old man out in the street.
Touch my family and I'll kill you.
Though the film is being highly praised, I'm sad to say I failed to connect with this story. The puzzle pieces are there, but they don't seem to be the right fit. The tone is inconsistent, bouncing between dark and serious to almost romantic comedy vibes. The movie never finds its footing, which is disappointing for the extremely talented cast. Newcomer Jude Hill plays Buddy, aka a young Branagh, and this kid is incredibly charming. He is the shining star in a dim film. Another standout is Buddy's mom, played by Katrina Balfe. If there is anyone to connect to in this movie, it's her, as she plays a heroic mom giving her all to protect and raise her children. Truly, the entire cast, including Jamie Dornan, Judi Dench, and Ciarán Hinds, are great.
Well, religion, that's a problem.
Then why are you sending us to church?
Because your granny would kill me if it didn't.
We're not deaf back here.
How could I leave Belfast? Everybody likes them and everybody looks after them.
Belfast will still be here when you get back.
Will you?
I'm going nowhere you won't find me.
The problem is the cast was never able to dig too deep. Belfast has a lot of almost moments. The storylines are surface level and at times confusing. The one thing made clear was Branagh's love for cinema. The only scenes shown in color are the movies the characters watch. It is nice to see that theater was a happy escape for the family during rough times. Belfast may not have clicked with me, but I'm clearly in the minority. There are still some bright spots in the film that may make it worth the watch. I encourage audiences to be their own critic on this one.
I want you. You know who you are. And wherever you go, and whatever you become, that'll always be the truth.
King Richard may end up being my favorite film of the year. It surprisingly moved me in a way I didn't expect. This is in great part due to the Oscar-worthy performance by Will Smith. Set in the early 90s, the film tells the true story of tennis superstars Venus and Serena Williams and how their father, Richard Williams, guided them to their success. The history of the girls is a real Cinderella story, as they were underprivileged and entered into a predominantly white sport.
Tennis takes expert instruction. It takes families with unlimited financial resources. It's like asking somebody to believe that you got the next 2 Mozarts in your house.
I know what a lot of you are thinking. Here we go, another formulaic sports biopic. But King Richard breaks the mold. There's a lot to learn from this film. Though it's about the Williams sisters' journey to greatness, it's also a character study on a flawed man. Richard is overbearing, selfish, and hard-headed. But he's also humble, kind, and a loving father. Yes, he wants his daughters to go to Wimbledon, but his first priority for them is to do well in school and enjoy being kids. He also teaches them the importance of good sportsmanship and never forgetting where you came from. I can't rave enough about all the performances in this film. Ingenue Ellis and John Barenthal each stand out as memorable supporting actors. Sanaa Sidney and Demi Singleton are naturals who light up the screen with their charisma. And Will Smith gives the performance of the year, playing Richard with so much heart and emotion through just a simple look. The Best Actor award will be Smith's to lose.
Richard, I'm impressed. I think you might just have the next Michael Jordan.
Oh no, brother man. I got me the next 2.
And can't nobody knock it if they try.
Let me ask you about something. What do you want out of this? I know what your dad wants, but what about you?
Well, I want to win the Wimbledon as many times as anyone's ever won it.
You think you can do that? Every American player got good following this path. We're gonna do this a different way.
You pulled him out of juniors. Now you pull him out of practice. You do it constantly.
I'm trying to look out for my kids.
You're looking out for yourself.
Even with its long runtime, director Ronaldo Marcus Green and writer Zach Balin managed to make a well-shot, fast-moving story with exciting tennis sequences and powerful dialogue. Venus and Serena were an inspiration for every young black girl and gave hope to anyone who felt they couldn't achieve success because of their background. King Richard is the story we didn't know we needed. It's a beautiful, feel-good film everyone can and should watch.
But what if she do?
Remember who you are, remember where you came from.
I have never been more proud in my whole life.
You gonna show them how dangerous you are?
Belfast is currently playing in DFW theaters, and King Richard opens Friday, November 19th at AMC Irving Mall and Alamo Drafthouse Cinema Las Colinas. It's also streaming on HBO Max. For more of Susan's reviews and celebrity interviews, check her out online at thischicksflix.com. Momentum Dance Company returns with the holiday classic, The Nutcracker. Haley Graflin and Lacey Sirica, co-artistic directors, bring us all the details. Ladies, it's great to see you.
Hi. Great to see you as well, as always.
So, you know, you guys have been a part of Irving holiday tradition for years, starting with Irving Ballet and then Momentum Dance Company. So this is something that folks expect every year. But this year, you're turning the corner a little bit. Haley, tell us what you've got planned for this year's show.
Yeah, so you're right. This is Momentum Dance Company's 17th annual production. But this year it is an all-new show, brand new choreography, brand new beautiful costumes, new casting. It's just been so exciting. You mentioned Irving Ballet Company. We are dedicating this year's performance to Dale Riley, who recently passed this year, who founded Irving Ballet Company so many years ago and has been such an important part of the arts in the city of Irving. So we're excited to dedicate this year's show to him. But yes, new choreography, new exciting direction with Lacey and I working together, which she can talk more about. But yeah, we're excited to present this whole new, all new, full-length production. So we have over 60 cast members, over 30 children under the age of 12, which feels so good to have them be a part of the show again.
Bring them back.
We're very excited.
That is wonderful. That is fabulous, Haley. And I think that's part of the reason that this thing is such a tradition. It's that it involves so many people from the community, from tiny little dancers all the way to you guys who are seasoned professionals. So, Lacey, let me ask you about your collaboration with the new Philharmonic Orchestra of Irving. You guys have something special coming up with them on the weekend of December 12th.
That's absolutely correct. So in addition to our show that you'll be able to come see on Thanksgiving weekend, we also are going to have a collaboration with the new Philharmonic Orchestra of Irving, and that's going to be live music. So we have the opportunity, we don't have that opportunity very often, but now we're able to work with them and actually have that live interaction of the orchestra, and it's absolutely wonderful. It really elevates the performance. So we're really taking about half the show with us, so it won't be the full production, but it will still be a absolutely wonderful experience. And that's going to be at the Irving Arts Center, December 12th at 3:30 in the afternoon. So you have 3 chances to come see us performing.
I think that is fantastic. So before I let you guys go, I sort of hit the note co-artistic directors. So you guys are collaborating and sharing the duties of co-artistic directors. Lacey, tell me a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. It's been a real pleasure working alongside Haley to put together this wonderful production. A full-length ballet is no small feat. And so it truly takes a village. And so we've been able to work together. In addition to 3 of our principal dancers have really come in and helped us set a lot of the choreography as well. So we've got 5 beautiful, strong women, talented, coming together to put this performance together and bring it back. And we're so excited to actually be able to do this full-length performance with all of the children and all of us together after this wonderful or terrifying thing that we went through with COVID. Yeah.
Yes, after the pandemic, we want to see people back in the seats enjoying dance all together as a community. I appreciate you guys so much spending some time with me this afternoon. Folks, you have got to see Momentum Dance Company's annual production of the Nutcracker, dedicated this year to the incredible Dale Riley. The performances are going to be on Thanksgiving weekend on Saturday, November 27th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, November 28th at 2 p.m. And don't forget the collaboration with New Philharmonic Orchestra on Sunday, December 12th at 3:30 p.m. For tickets, call 972-252-ARTS, and for more information, visit MomentumDanceCompany.org.
We're in the kitchen at the Irving Convention Center at Las Clinas with Chef Eduardo for this edition of What's Cooking Irving.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Alvarez. I'm the chef for the Irving Convention Center, and today we're gonna prepare nice fresh salmon. So as you see, we got fresh salmon here. We're gonna put our seasoning. We're gonna put them on a hot pan. A little bit of oil. Make sure the oil is hot. We add a little bit of white wine, a little bit of brandy. We're gonna finish it in the oven, 5 minutes. So we got some green beans, adding some seasoning. That's our seasoning that we use here. And then we're gonna put them on a plate. We're gonna line them up first. As the salmon is cooking, so we get in all the vegetables and risotto that is already cooked. Put in it here. Have to grab the sauce. The sauce, we got tomato basil cream sauce. So we got our salmon ready. I'm gonna put some sauce over. And we're gonna garnish it with nice tomatoes, red and yellow, and some basil. And there you have it, nice and fresh salmon with a roasted tomato sauce, and garnish it with some fresh tomatoes and fresh basil.
To learn about upcoming events, visit irvingconventioncenter.com. As Main Stage Irving Las Clinas has proved for the past 3 years, there's really no holiday music without Broadway musicals.
So they're back with Broadway Little Christmas 2021, and Amy Stevenson is here with all of the details. I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
So we have got something pretty fabulous going on with this year's show. Can you tell us about it?
Well, Craig's not here for us to go back and forth. Sorry, Craig.
Sorry, Craig.
But we do. We've actually had rehearsals already, and we have a list of our songs. You know, 2 years ago, I think it was like, yeah, we're singing some songs.
Yeah. Some Christmas stuff. You'll know it.
You'll know them. You'll know them when you get there. The first act is going to be all Broadway, and we're trying to use a lot of songs that Main Stage has done those shows in their years. And then the second act is all Christmas.
Okay.
And most of it is from Broadway shows, but it's just all Christmas.
Oh,
so yeah.
Great. Can you tell us who's in the show?
I can.
Maybe one or two people.
No.
Maybe just a few?
We have a lot of people, everyone has worked on Main Stage at some point in time.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have been in the most recent shows. Ariana Masava
Yes.
I can't say
She's
it.
fabulous.
I'm sorry, Ariana.
Yes.
And Kimberly Smith and Kathy Barden.
Oh, good.
Yes, and she's an Irving girl. And I think Kim and Ariana both live in Irving. And then I'm in it, and I'm an Irving girl, and I live in Irving. That's the women. The men are Craig Bowman, Kenny Green, Jason Solis, who is an Irving product and lives in Irving still, and Scott Barden, who's married to Kathy Barden. So that kind of makes him an Irving person.
Oh, yeah. This is going to have a real hometown feel to it.
And then we
This
have
is
Clinton
great.
Blanco playing the piano, who is one of the choral directors at MacArthur. So, yeah, it's really cool.
Big community effort.
Yes.
And that's a good thing because this event is actually a fundraiser for Mainstage Irving Las Colinas. And, you know, coming out of the pandemic, we need our theaters.
We do,
we
definitely.
Need to support them.
You know, we did it last year just all online. And that worked. We got some money, but we're looking for big bucks this time. I am going to be pushing for big bucks.
So how can people make donations? I mean, what will be going on that night to kind of...
Well, we have raffles. There are auctions out in the lobby. They usually have like gift baskets and things. They usually have gift cards that people have donated and they can buy. You can just buy, you know, just pay however much you want to pay. I believe there will be some live auction. Craig and I will be fighting over that. Who's going to be doing that? There is always a rum cake by Mary Bongfeld. I've never won one, so I can't tell you what it tastes like, but I've heard they are phenomenal. So those are, you know, and I know last year the baskets that we had were wonderful. Yeah. I tried to steal all the chocolate. And I got caught.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You can't get caught.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, right. But folks, you should get caught buying a ticket to Broadway Little Christmas. It opens Wednesday, December 1st, runs through Friday, December 3rd. All the shows are at 7:30 p.m. in the Dupree Theater. Call 972-252-ARTS for tickets, or you can go to mainstageirving.com to buy tickets. And be there or be square. And here are some other great ways to kick off your holidays happening about town. The Irving Arts Center kicks off their 60s themed holiday celebration with Shadow of the 60s, a holiday tribute to Motown. That's Friday, December 3rd at 7:30 p.m. in Carpenter Hall.
And on Saturday, December 4th, the Ballet Ensemble of Texas returns to Carpenter Hall with 4 performances of the Nutcracker. Saturday performances are at 2:30 and 7:30 p.m. and 2:30 and 6 p.m. on Sunday, December 5th. For tickets to all events at the Irving Arts Center, call 972-252-ARTS. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time for highlights from Rum Runners and Rug Cutters, the Irving Archives and Museum grand opening.
We'll also bring you a visit to the Go Irving School Expo and highlights from Momentum Dance Company's The Nutcracker.
We'll leave you tonight with another look at Mainstage Irving Las Colinas' Nonsense. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Stevens. Have a great evening.
It's Grease. What? Where? No, behind you, sister. Oh, it's Grease. Oh no. Anyway, I promised the children we wouldn't disturb their handiwork, so if things may seem a bit incongruous at times. Now we've got a wonderful introductory song for you, but before we begin, let us ask the Lord to bless us in our endeavors. Sister, if you will. Veni Creator Spiritus, mentes tuorum visita, implesum vena gratia, quae tu creasti pectora. Some folks think of